All right, folks, yes, it is a beautiful Friday morning, and we're going to start with Hakeem Jeffries. He's the favorite to replace Nancy Pelosi. Lauren, what do we know about him?
Well, he's considered heir apparent to Pelosi. He's represented Brooklyn and Queens since 2013, and he is currently chair of the House Democratic Caucus. He's got the support of Jim Clyburn, Steny Hoyer, both of whom are leaving their leadership positions. He's 52. He's 30 years younger, 30 years the junior than these top Democrats. So this is generational change.
Yep.
He is a moderate, a centrist, and he often clashes with AOC and the squad.
I'd like to know what a moderate centrist is in the Democrat Party these days.
Because I thought Joe Biden was one. In fact, that's how he campaigned.
Yeah, he did. It did turn out that way, didn't it? Oh, look who's here now. Guy Benson, the man himself. I want to talk about the balance of power among House Democrats. I don't really know Hakeem Jeffries' politics, not really. But the socialist bloc, that's expanded. It's now the squad plus 4 new members. Do you think they've got increased influence in the House?
Well, just the math would suggest yes, Stu. And look, Hakeem Jeffries is to the center of the squad, but pretty far to the left of the American people. And you look at what he's voted for, what he supports, his Twitter footprint and his social media past. I mean, this is a pretty lefty guy. So it'll be interesting to see how he, in a leadership position, a new leadership position, tries to wrangle this raucous group, some of whom, and a growing number of whom, as you point out, are really out there on the far left. They're now in the minority, which is obviously a much less enjoyable position if you're in the House. You have very few powers. But I think he'll have some early tests to see how well he can hold things together. Pelosi, lover or hater, was a master at it, and it will not be easily replicated.
Now, the Republicans are going to have a tiny majority, a very, very small majority indeed, in the House. Is that majority big enough to let them stop some of the leftist trend that we see among the Democrats in the House?
Yeah, because the Republicans are going to basically take the left-wing Democratic Biden agenda and kill it. It's over. They're not going to be able to bring up votes. They're not going to be able to pass huge reconciliation bills where they can spend $1 trillion purely on party lines. That's over. All it took was a 1-seat Republican majority to slam the brakes on all of that, which I think is great news. Also some accountability, the Republicans taking over the committees. That is still, Stu, a very different question than, and you didn't ask this question, but I'll answer it anyway. Will this be a functional Republican majority in the House?
Yes.
And I think the jury is very much out on that.
Okay, one quick question. I thought we'd passed, or they had passed, the Inflation Reduction Act, which was really a climate act. I thought it was passed. You can't change it now, can you?
Correct. It is law. And so everything that's happened over the last 2 years will remain in place. The likelihood of repealing anything significant is not happening because the Democrats will have the Senate and the White House. But anything moving forward for the next 2 years will require bipartisanship, and this party line, our way or the highway mentality of the Democrats, no longer tenable, even with a slim Republican majority in one chamber, which they now have in the lower chamber.
It's going to be a wonderful 2 years, isn't it? We're all going to have a lot of fun, Guy. Guy Benson, thanks for being with us this morning. Always appreciated. See you soon.
Good to see you.